Today we're going to show you a demonstration why our Black Series 48 dedicated Black Cinemax is way far better than the gray Cinemax, and I'll show you why. So one thing, our technology is ambient light projection. As you saw in the test demonstration we just shot, that our product is tested. It is ultra short through compatible, does not require expensive projectors. We have an amazing 190-degree viewing angle, which we can pick up on any projector we choose. And beautiful thing about it is beautiful thing about our technology is no calibrating, no dark environments, and no spending the money for expensive projectors due to the fact that you have to try to figure out how to pull contrast. The gray Cinemax cannot see contrast on any level whatsoever. The Black Cinemax can see it with no problem whatsoever, and we can do this at 1000 lumens, ultra short throw, and of course on our 720p projector at 11 feet back from the screen. Keep in mind, the Cinemax, Black Cinemax, will not keep you in the dark. That's something you never have to worry about. You have to turn out your lights due to the fact you're worried about your screen washing out, and no calibration will ever be required. As I said before, the name Cinemax is a powerful name, and it should be worthy to a product that actually fits the description of that name. Let's run a couple of OLED test demonstrations. So keep in mind, you'll be able to pick up a 100% contrast level, way higher than the P2's 2 million to 1, due to the fact that, again, it's a black technology. Now, what are the, well, to tell you the truth, there is no pros to the gray Cinemax. Number one, it matches a white screen. Doesn't have any text underneath of it. Back of the product up, and it matches house paint. We don't match house paint. As a matter of fact, I'm going shopping today and buying more house paint to put into the products because, again, black on black demonstrations are fun. Let's go grab ourselves another one. Let's go grab, let's do a fireworks display. Now we know the gray Cinemax is going to try its hardest to try to make you believe that the Cinemax we have here can't see white light. Yeah, this screen is painted on an on-site, which means it's actually painted at someone's job site, and I'm going back and forth to do work over there. Yeah, there's other people watching the screen besides me over there, so that'd be virtually impossible. As for the excuse, we use special settings on our camera. Again, virtually impossible. It's on-site. So there's no way around this one, is it? I think your customers will be swinging over to pick up this technology because, again, at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. And again, saving you hundreds? How? You spent $3,300 for a projector. My projector did the ultra short throw demonstration at full contrast and white levels and color. $140. That's not saving any money. You have to save money yourself before you can save others money. Let's go pop over to, let me see, you can do contrast all day long in this bad boy, which I usually don't do. I use a lot of white levels.
Customers can choose the phone they want, like the incredible iPhone 14.
Now, my customers using the Black Cinemax can be in a fully lit environment and treat their projector like a TV, unlike being stuck in the dark with Christmas tree lights splashed around the back of the screen. Oh, we've done this, come on, let's get this one started. That emblem is supposed to come up 100% black. forgot to do the Coca-Cola one. It has a really good contrast when we're doing that one definitely next. So as you can see, you can maintain 100% contrast even if your projector only has 100:1 contrast and still pick up bright, beautiful images. Now, will we bother doing it side by side? No, there's no point, period. There's just really no point. There's no contest. We painted a gray Cinemax on the site. It would have never pulled up in the environment, not even with the 4,000 projectors we have in there. They won't work. And they're requiring for that job very heavy contrast levels. Now, where our customers and people do business save money versus the black Cinemax versus gray Cinemax? Well, let's see. If you were doing something like a star field or maybe some kind of outer space display, you would have to spend money for some very expensive projectors just to try to achieve the color darker gray. That's with the Cinemax. With our technology, well, it really doesn't make a difference. You can just grab a $200, $300, or $100 or whatever projector, as long as it's name brand, and you'll still pick up a contrast level with no problem. Which means you'll save thousands, not hundreds. Speaking of that, we're on our 720p Christie 401. I think this is LW401. My projector cost me $270. Let's grab it. We got some other demonstration. Let's see if we can pick up some really bright levels. We've done this dozens of times. Let's pick this one up. This is an easy one. Real nice for those. You got those 235.1 setups. City scenes always look gorgeous. You get that little stretch from one end to the next. See how bright the images pop up. So another individual who made black screen paint. Where your white levels are supposed to pop. They're not supposed to get dark, dirty, dingy. Now keep in mind, as I said before you buy any products, make sure the products are tested. Make sure all stamp dates on all videos are marked before the product was sold. This is extremely important, so you make sure you get exactly what you purchased. Like I said, the only people who get upset by the statement that I make are people who make these products. I don't think customers will have a problem with this, or people who have companies would have this problem. I think we all like to have something with a guarantee attached to it, would we not? Now, if I had the time, and I don't have the time, and I don't see the point ever, basically, I could mimic every single one of your demonstrations on this black technology using a projector far cheaper than yours in an environment way brighter, and I'm on a much bigger screen size, which I'm about to coat the big one over here pretty soon. The black Cinemax is far more advanced than the gray. The gray is outdated. You want to upgrade your projector setup. Those of you that are buying projectors for the first time don't want to spend a lot of money, and you don't want to turn your living room into a cave, well, this is where our black technology comes into play. As I said before, whatever screen you see on the big screen over here that I choose, that is my favorite, and this one is my favorite. Now the new technology will probably be launching around Friday, because again, I'm on site, which means I'm actually painting the same screen paint and on a company site, which I'll be over there today. Look at the reflection of the water off the fountain. No 4K, 720p only. They're not cheap. 720p projector is without HDMIs. Like I said, they're under $100. Actually, much cheaper than that. You can get it for like $30. Saw a couple of NECs in there. without HDMI ports, and they wanted something like $25 and $30 for them. Cheap. Oh, but you can't make 720p look like 1080p. It doesn't look like 4K. Yeah, this is my 720p projector at 270 bucks. Not $3,300 for a projector that's stuck in the dark, can't pull a proper contrast. Well, it's not the projector's fault. Nothing wrong with the P2. Buy the P2, it's an amazing projector. Just don't put it on a gray screen or a white screen, something that's going to basically not give you the full performance of your product. Look, I'm at 720p, and those of you who own those projectors can't even do what I'm doing right now. Not even on my my short throw, ultra short throw. Look at that water reflection. Is that sick or what? Let's go grab something else to play around in. Since we have contrast at will. Starfield demonstration. Gray Cinemax will never, ever see this. Not ever. It doesn't register black. Can't pick it up. So 2,000,000 to 1 contrast is a waste on that screen. Never want to see it. And when you use that projector on ours, well, you just turn that option off because you don't need it. It's not required. This demonstration was done in the dark. 8K desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, where the heck is this? I've never seen this one before. I gotta check this out. Ooh, a new snow video. Yeah! I'll be hunting for these things, man, like tomorrow. Let me see, what do we got on here? Who is this right here? Relaxing in the snow. Where's my other phone there? I need to get a copy of that. I don't have a YouTube channel attached to this, so I can't subscribe. Just be hunting down extra videos with a lot of freaking. Oh, come on. No, we don't want more. We need photos. Come on, I need this. Let me take this off. God damn it. Gee whiz, so much. I need this right here. Come on, click it. There we go. I need that. Always hunting for white level demonstrations as much as possible for demonstrations to do. We don't get enough of them. Plenty of contrast, not enough white levels. Especially skin tones, all that stuff. Let's go here first.
Brand owners have heart. That's why it's time for you to be a ram.
Now, for the Gray Cinemax, you see that background? That background has to pull a 100% black level. Do you see my leather chair right there sitting there? That screen's blacker than my chair. Doesn't come up gray anywhere. I love when I see these demonstrations on the Gray Cinemax where it's coming up gray and actually, no, you can't do that. Does not work. You have to pick up actual black. Look how beautiful that looks. And again, 720p. No crutch projectors in here. Now we call it a crutch projector because it's a projector they have to use. They cannot do swap outs in the middle of demonstrations because the picture quality will actually start to deteriorate. So therefore, they have to stick with the projector. That's when you get the best image they possibly can. Which means if that's the best image you're getting, and that's off the 4K laser projector, that means your customers, in order to achieve that same picture, will have to spend the exact same amount of money, or they'll have to spend more. So they don't save any money. They're actually spending more. Look at the beautiful detail. at 720p. Now, if you do the math here, if you're paying even $2,500 for the projector, say you get it for $2,500 now, and about $60 for the paint, man, you're still about 2,560 bucks in the hole. My customers will spend somewhere between a 120-inch screen at $214, and their projector will cost them under 500 bucks. I think I saved my customers more money. On top of that, they have the luxury of doing this at 720p without spending the money for expensive projectors. Probably can go lower than that. Something the gray Cinemax can never do. All those demonstrations were done in the dark, of course. We can do this one. Oops, there. Oh, battery's dying. I forgot to put the charge on the battery real quick. Hold on for a minute, people. I got you. Batteries. I had tons of batteries in this place. There we go. I love when you're trying to find a battery. They're all freaking thumbs. Can't get it to work right. We keep batteries on charge all the time. Battery banks in here all the time. Just gotta figure out where to put them at. Well, it's gonna be kind of hard to convince customers to buy a gray Cinemax, especially if it matches house paint. Yeah, we don't match house paint at all. Period. And we could do that on site too while we're at it, which I'm planning to do anyway. Look at the contrast on that. Can you imagine getting that from your projector without spending all that money? I want to grab this one on the far end, on that one too.
The Guardians are back with the #1 movie in the galaxy.
I'll show you something real quick too. While we're at it, my projector's in eco mode the entire time. And how bright is my levels? Well, actually, you can check that out too. Advanced settings, go back up to picture. So these projectors can max out at 100 in brightness. This is how bright my projector comes in at. 28, which I'm way below factory settings, and my contrast is 19. I'm way under factory settings. We don't have to run our projectors at full because the screens generate that much light. It's not necessary. That's one of the things, everything you see me doing right now is what I have to do when I'm on site. They ask all those questions about burning out lamps and all that stuff. You have to have this up, and you put in the eco mode, all that stuff. It happens right there on site. So the same thing I'm doing here, it's the same thing I do over there. Because you got a machine now that's going to be running over there 24/7 because it's in a display. And again, how much are the lamps? How much are going to cost? This, that, and the other. Do you have any idea if you run a P2 24/7, you know, when that lamp finally goes, you know how expensive those lamps are to replace? They are not cheap. Now, can we run a P2 in eco mode? Yeah, heck yes. Because the screens generate that much light. They capture light. Look at that. There you go. Another demonstration that a gray Cinemax can never do. Do you see the beads of water that are coming down that apple? We don't have to walk over to the screen to show you that. We can show you right from here where the projector is sitting. And that's at 720p. That's why I tell you that 4K is not required. It's only required on screens that can't do their jobs correctly. That's the only reason why it's required for. So look at all that contrast we got wrapped around that screen right here. Solid black. How beautiful and bright that apple looks. And look at the individual beads on a projector that's running in eco mode way below under factory settings. That's why you don't hear my projector. You hear it? There's my refrigerator back there. You can hear my refrigerator before you hear my projector. Quiet as a mouse. So it comes down to this. Number one, you're getting an extremely good product that's going to allow you to do things that a gray Cinemax will never, ever be able to do. Even when it's sitting on top of there with a $3,300 projector with 2 million to 1, it still can't generate a star field in a fully lit environment. And I don't want to discourage you from buying the P2 because there's nothing wrong with that. As I said before, it's the failure of the screen. Now, we know the other fellow's going to say, but I got a black product. Yeah, your product takes too long to paint in. And again, you're not even ultra short throw compatible, so you're not even in my category. My screens are ultra short throw compatible. They take no time to paint in. On top of that, we have testing under our products. You do not have any form of testing whatsoever, so we don't even know what that stuff may do or may not do. We don't know because, again, there's no testing. I mean, that testing, I don't know how people are making specification sheets and they don't have any testing done. Not only that, how can you troubleshoot it? You have no testing. You just forget, it could be this sheet. You just spin it and then wherever it lands on it, it could be this. Because that's literally what you're doing. How are you going to answer any questions from any companies or any businesses that may require information about the product if you don't have any tests on the product? You can't even troubleshoot it for a company. Like right now, because we do tests called black versus black on our products, if someone were to pop up and say, hey, look, this is how your product came out, we can look at that and go, no, that's not true, because again, we do our product versus black, and that looks like black paint, because black paint reacts different when it lays against our screen. Yep, we can troubleshoot all that stuff. But again, they can't do that because, again, no testing. Look at that. Look how amazing, look how black this is. Look how bright that is. And look at the individual beads of water. Isn't that beautiful? Now again, the individual is saying, well, my price is $60. Actually, it should be much lower than that. You literally matched a can of shelf paint, so you should be way lower than $60. You should be somewhere in the range of somewhere between $9 and $10. That's where you should be at. And again, your product does not pull contrast levels. It does not pull color correctly. It cannot be used in fully lit environments. Yeah, it's nowhere near what our technology does at the end of the day. You have the old Cinemax. This is new. Well, yours is outdated. Ours is the new advanced version. I can give you one challenge. I can literally produce this in a Starfield demonstration. You couldn't even produce it. And I can actually let you use the projector you have, and you still couldn't do it. It wouldn't pull up. It's outdated. So those of you who have the Cinemax right now, or you pretty much have house paint anyway, but you're outdated. You're obsolete. It's more better technology. And for those who sit there and say, well, you have this in your home, and we have this on site. There's 7 screens being painted on site with the same technology. So the question is, outdated product or new dated product? It's sad that some of you are sitting there with some pretty amazing machines, much better than the one I got over here, and your product screen, your projector is still at under 50% of its performance level. Well, where's that Samsung real dark demonstration? Before we do this one, I want to do this one over here. This one, I definitely want to do this one.
Order sneakers right from a
I gotta do a gaming demonstration of this too.
Finally, ice cream experience.
Tell you the truth, I think I'm going to the site to do a gaming demonstration. I'm going over there and do one. I got the big screen over there I can code in, but I'm gonna do it over there. Look at the beautiful skin tones, absolutely gorgeous. Do it on an angle. Now the reason why I didn't do a hot mic, because I didn't feel like hearing the crying. Really, seriously, I'm tired of hearing the crying. We don't do hot mics anymore. We've given them plenty enough time to come in and basically discuss things like adults, and they just can't seem to get it done. So we don't do hot mics anymore. There's no point. It's a waste of time. Alexis, what time is it?
It's 7:19 a.m.
7:19 a.m. Here we are watching a projector, fully lit environment. At 720p, I love it. At 270 bucks. Alright, we do white levels all day, so it's pretty easy for us. What else we got? Let's see, share desired nature. Can we get that, I think it's by Samsung OLED demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Where's that real dark one? They got one that's really crazy, insane. Well, this one's pretty good too. You're not doing this on a great Cinemax. Not ever. Ain't gonna happen. Because you can't see contrast. Now the sad thing about it is because he's using a projector that has a 2 million to 1, those of you that are not using 2 million to 1 contrast on your projectors, he's picking up a little slightly darker shade of gray than you are. So no, you're not equal. Because you could calibrate projectors using in the demonstration. Now we're at, I think 2,000 to 1 contrast on that projector over there. Yeah. Can you imagine when you're in a form site, if you're going to form sites, and someone has a projector of 2 million to 1, or 4 million, or 5 million to 1, and you come in there with your projector of only, I don't know, maybe 10,000 to 1, or maybe 5,000 to 1. And you're in there talking about how crappy your projector is due to the fact that you can't pull a high contrast level like their projectors can do. And you sit there and say, oh, I'm good. I got a black screen. Yeah, that kind of changes things by a lot. It's quite embarrassing. I do it all the time when I go to forum sites. I literally do this all the time. I literally bring my projector in, I give them the model number, and they just laugh at it, which I want them to do. And they talk all this trash about I can't pull contrast and blah, blah, blah. And then I show them the black technology in the demonstration, and then everybody just, that's the end of it. You spent how much for that machine at the end of the day? That is messed up. You can't even see a proper contrast level. Do me a favor, turn your lights on. Yeah, that's a big eye-opener right there. I sent over the link to the star field. Yeah, they don't stay in the room long. They can't turn the lights on. With all that money they spent on that projector. So the bigger question I asked them is that, okay, so they asked them, do you sell it? Yeah, we do. We have a website. I don't like to sell on sites and all. But the big question is, you spent all that money just for the contrast. What happens when you hit a black screen? can't use it. It's pointless. You got to turn it off. So you literally spent all that money for that contrast level and you will never ever use it. Never. Ever use it. What's the point? You're not going to see any difference if you turn it on. It's a black screen. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that part right there. Tell me that's not insane right there. That bright, beautiful lights coming down the side. And just look at that jet black right through it. That's another thing the gray Cinemax can't do. You can't do that simple display right there. All right, well, with that being said, we'll leave it on that note right there. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Like I said before, you may make comments by saying, we're not buying jack from you. It's a waste of time. There is no way in the world possible you can match this stuff. At the end of the day, you can't see a contrast level correctly, and you match house paint. Why would I even bother? So it's a waste of my time. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, I just wanted to show you basically the benefits of our black Cinemax versus the gray Cinemax. Again, just pointing out some things. Now, anytime that person feels that they want to basically show they can do the same thing, you're more than welcome. I'm not going to go check out the demonstration because it's virtually impossible. It's a waste of my time. All right, got to go. Thank you all, and God bless.